Yellowzone back with another one. Yo, I want to give a quick shout out to the Detroit Lions fan base that ridiculously wants to say that the Minnesota Vikings are jealous of the Detroit Lions. I know there's some cool Detroit Lion fans out there. I really do think there really are. I've come across a few of them, but that was back when they used to, not be that good, be that bottom feeding team, the stepping stone in the NFC North, and now that they're doing pretty good out of nowhere, like the Detroit Lion fans that live out here in the area close to Detroit, or in Detroit itself. The fan base is getting out of hand. They're starting to disrespect Justin Jefferson. The only fan base that I've come across that says that their wide receivers are better than Minnesota's wide receivers, when not even the media is saying anything like that. But that's just where the Detroit Lion fan base is at. They're saying our number one is better than your number one, our number two is better than your number two, our tight end is better than your tight end, our running backs are better. Like that's all the Detroit Lion fan. And it's not true when you got to keep trying to convince people of what you're saying. That's just a proven fact when you got to keep constantly reminding people, like, hey, this is better. Hey, this is why do you got to go above it, or like why do you got to go out of your ways to continually keep repeating that same garbage? Like, you don't see Viking fans talking about continue, like we just say, because we know it's facts, we could just easily say Justin Jefferson is number one wide receiver and move on. We don't have to sit here and try and convince you with, oh, he runs better routes, oh, yards this, yards that, he's healthy. Like, we don't have to do that. Everybody in the NFL knows that Justin Jefferson is number one or number two wide receiver in the NFL. Nothing else needs to be said. Jordan Addison better than him. Jamo, whatever his name is. And then the thing I don't understand, and I hate going down this road because it makes me feel like I'm a Steelers fan, Patriots fan, Yankees fan, and I do like the Lakers, but I won't watch them or support them until LeBron James leaves. But going down this road is kind of like on the petty side, but since you Lion fans want to be petty, I'm going to go ahead and be petty with you guys. Go ahead and Google search. As a matter of fact, you don't got to Google search. It's already on the screen. The Minnesota Vikings are, what, like 43 games above 500 in the heads up against you guys. So you guys got what, like, you guys would have to win how many years in a row, like, without Minnesota winning any games for you guys to be at 500? Some people may not live to see that day. Like, let's say Detroit beats Minnesota like 20 straight years without no losses. Like, Detroit just beats Minnesota for 20 straight years, no losses. It'll take almost a quarter of a century for without any losses to the Minnesota Vikings, for Detroit to be right at 500 with Minnesota. Think about that. So for any of you that have grandparents that are like Detroit Lion fans that are like in their 60s and their 70s, they won't get to see the day where Detroit is one game over the Minnesota Vikings. That's insane right there. Let's just say it was to happen, I'll be almost in my 60s. That's crazy. I'll be holding my grandkids. I'm derailing off the topic. Well, actually, I'm not, because this is Detroit versus Minnesota, and you Lion fans want to keep being petty and keep taking shots at the Minnesota Vikings, and I just don't like it. I don't like how these 99-cent store, Dollar General teams think that they're better than teams that they're not better than. They have one good year. And then they make it to the playoffs. They make a nice little deep run. But it's just been there, done that. Minnesota has been there, done that. Like, act like you've been there. Like, well, wait a minute, you haven't been there, so you can't act like you've been there. So it's all new to you guys. I get it. You guys got explosive weapons on the offensive side. It only took the NFL to switch up the rules in favor of the wide receivers and quarterbacks for you guys to finally have an explosive offense. I get it. But you guys throughout the entire 90s, like, you guys had Barry Sanders, could not win nothing with Barry Sanders. He retired early because he got tired of losing. And he does not like to, that dude Barry Sanders is a proven, he's the biggest, how can I say this? This dude Barry Sanders is really, really good. I hate that I'm about to say this, but it's the truth. This dude Barry Sanders can be the biggest winner on the biggest losing team, and it's proven yet again. This dude Barry Sanders was he was a winner. He was stat wise, he was a winner. Goes down as probably one or two best running backs of all time. But this dude did it again. In Detroit, he retired early because he got tired of losing. He didn't want to play for the garbage Lions. This time around in 2024, you can search it up. You can search it up. This dude has left the Madden franchise. And I know that's not saying much to many of you, but Madden is the biggest loser in like all of sporting games. Like that game is it's god awful. And Barry Sanders left that franchise too. He left 2 bad franchises. He's supposed to be a beast. What's so beast about him? He just puts up big stats. I mean, hey, you guys want to take shots at us? I'm taking shots right back at you guys. I don't think the Lions are gonna do it, man. They're not gonna do it at all. I think they're gonna. They got like. They don't have a backup plan for Jared Goff. Like Jared Goff, he's like 28, 29, maybe 30. What happens if Jared Goff goes down? You guys are gonna go with Hendon, the second, third-year quarterback that you guys really don't trust. If Amon-Ra St. Brown goes down, who do you guys got? Josh Reynolds just left to the Broncos, didn't he? Jameson Williams, he can't stay healthy, and he's got like gambling problems, don't he? Huh? Sam Laporta. Like, you really think that the Baltimore Ravens have had an elite tight end with no wide receivers? How'd that play out for like throughout the season? Their defense has been really a lot better than the Lions. Huh? This thing is ready to crumble right before your very own eyes. Enjoy it while it lasts, Detroit Lions fans. Ain't nobody impressed with you guys. Let's go Vikings.